This is one pressure balance bellow on a compressor discharge line. This bellow is called inline pressure balance bellow or constant volume pressure balance bellow. This is another pressure balance bellow on a compressor discharge line. This bellow is called elbow pressure balance bellow or elbow constant volume bellow. This is the silencer on compressor discharge line and this is the check valve on compressor discharge line. Now let us see how this type of pressure balance bellow works. Suppose this is one compressor and this is compressor discharge nozzle, and from the compressor hot compressed air is going to aftercooler or air receiver vessel. If we want to go for straight pipeline, then pipeline will be like this. But in this case, huge stress will be developed since the pipeline is hot. Now, if we provide any axial bellow like this, then huge pressure thrust will be transmitted in this direction and in this direction, and the quantum of pressure thrust will be F equals to internal pressure into pipe cross sectional area. Suppose this line size is of 24 inch and internal pressure is 10 bar gauge. So in this condition, this axial pressure thrust across the bellow will be internal pressure into pipe cross sectional area. That means pi d square by 4 into pressure. That means 3.14 into 60 centimeter square. 60 centimeter is the ID of 24 inch pipe into 10 divided by 4 equals to 28,260 kg, say 28.2 ton. So in this case 28.2 ton load will be transferred towards aftercooler and 28.2 ton will be transferred towards the compressor nozzle. If this much of load of 28.2 ton is transferred towards the compressor nozzle, then it is not safe for the compressor as well as for compressor foundation and compressor casing. Now, if we want to reduce this axial pressure thrust, then we will have to provide tied lateral bellow like this, and we have to route the pipeline like this. In this case, this axial pressure thrust will be absorbed by the tie rod of the bellow and huge pressure thrust will not be transferred to aftercooler and the compressor. But in this case, lot of space will be required due to this type of loop. If the pipeline size is 24 inch or 36 inch or 40 inch, then this area will be huge. Now, we can keep this pipeline straight and we can avoid this curved pipeline or looped pipeline. In this case, we have to provide inline pressure balance bellow. This inline pressure balance bellow contains this side one bellow having pipeline diameter and this side another bellow having pipeline diameter, and at middle this balancing bellow is having bigger diameter, and cross sectional area of this bellow equals to cross sectional area of the annular part of the balancing bellow. When this pipeline expands due to temperature, this bellow will be compressed and this balancing bellow will be expanded by same amount. In this way, this axial pressure thrust F in this direction and in this direction will be balanced by axial pressure thrust in this direction and in this direction. So this is also F and this is also F. In this way, axial pressure thrust will be balanced and total length of the bellow will remain constant. For this reason, this bellow is called constant volume bellow. In this inline pressure balance bellow, one set of tie rod is mounted within this bellow and the balancing bellow like this, and another set of tie rod is mounted within this bellow and the balancing bellow like this. This type of inline pressure balance bellow can take also little amount of lateral movement. This is picture of inline pressure balance bellow, and you can see the tie rod arrangement between mainline bellow and balancing bellow for balancing pressure thrust. Now, another way of making straight pipe in between compressor and aftercooler is providing elbow bellow. In case of elbow bellow, this type of at least 190 degree or 145 degree change in direction is required. In this case, one set of bellow is provided on line here and another set of bellow of equal diameter is provided in this side. It is called balancing bellow, and this chamber is connected with the main line with a small pipe, so that pressure inside this pipeline and pressure inside the balancing bellow is same. When the pipeline expands or contracts, if this side contracts, then this side expands. And if this side expands, this side contracts by same amount. So, from here to here, this point, total length remains same. This is called elbow pressure balance bellow, and it is also constant volume bellow. In this case, the entire bellow assembly is from, say, this point, this is flange joint, from this point to this point. So this is the entire part of the bellow supplied from this point to this point. In this case also, no pressure thrust will be transmitted towards the compressor and towards the aftercooler. In this case, 2-3 sets of tie rod is provided like this. So the axial pressure thrust is absorbed by the tie rods and no axial pressure thrust will be transmitted towards the compressor or towards this aftercooler. And this type of elbow bellow also can take little amount of lateral deflection. This is picture of an elbow pressure balance bellow.